Hello, everybody. Summertime. Ladies looking regular. Up their schmegular. How's everybody doing? We are live for the DST show. Friday Night Smackdown's about to start in just a moment. And I'm enjoying pizza. Sadly, it's an ASMR for everybody here. And John Cena's here to start the show. I think I'm going to resend the link. We got a thing that follows up on YouTube. So John Cena's back to having his babyface entrance. He's trying to invite me. Like I'm. The competition. So, interestingly enough, he kind of had a face turn in the middle of Smackdown, and people were in speculation that he'll be back to his heel momentum around Summerslam, and this will run over halfway over the year. Cena turned heel of February, folks. No, I think it was March. We're over a quarter end of the year into his whole calendar year. So having him be babyface, I guess it's a smarter rule to transition, because overall people were still cheering John Cena over the heel momentum that they can. And knowing the booking style of Triple H, he can't make it episodic where we can actually transition to hate John Cena. And then Brock Lesnar comes out of nowhere knowing his legal troubles that I know people have heavily documented over the past couple days. I'm not going to lie. It's been hectic involving his involvement with Vince McMahon. And I can understand that. We got some clips and reactions. And this is possibly going to be happening. But how's it going, guys? How's everybody doing today? But he still gets the announcement? Every one of you. And he's bowing to the crowd. So it's a babyface run for Cena in the second half of the year. John Cena. Y'all like my little thumbnail also? I couldn't find the Flint Lockwood from. If you guys haven't seen Cloudy from Chance of Meatballs, I wanted Brock Lesnar chasing John Cena, like how the cop does Flint Lockwood when he tried to start the machine. You deserve to be screwed. You deserve to be screwed. You know what I'm talking about? The sex tapes. No! A reference to 2005 when Shawn Michaels was probably the best heel work you'll ever see out of Shawn Michaels. Who's your daddy, Montreal, after he super kicked Hulk Hogan? Turned against him to start the feud against him for SummerSlam. Yeah, I remember a lot of shit, folks. I remember a lot of shit. What the hell is this? Is this private chat or? I mean, this is the overall the overall hijack shows to begin with. I'm shocked Penta was in Summerslam. By the way, I think Chad Gable was more over than Karrion Cross. I think there's plenty of talent that deserved to be at SummerSlam that just couldn't book. And yet we have like 15 other titles, and you guys try to make this 2 days. No, you guys can't structure what your roster is. Whoa. Whoa. You guys don't mind the transition of Cena back to a babyface again? Or you feel like he should have stayed heel a bit longer, even though like this is a swan song. People overall still gonna like a legend like John Cena over the time period. He's gonna still last on the screen. So I don't mind the babyface run. The heel run should have just been a bit better. I could still say it out loud. Embrace the hate, Cena. Embrace the Latina baddies. Embrace the Latina baddies, Cena. Still getting, yeah, this is heavily like no small transition. Like it's so simple. But yeah, how y'all feel? I don't know if can I do polls in this restream? Can I do polls? Please tell me if I can do polls. A bunch of thank you, Cena, no Cena sucks. So they might address over what why Brock Lesnar just jumped him, and then we'll go back to the helicopter where his victim was. I'm joking. That's effed up. I'm not making that. Weave. Oh. Oh my god. 11. Oh no. Before GTA saw, I'm gonna stop it right there. If I hear another before GTA 6 joke, like all of everybody in this world was just not just sucking at man, everybody sucked at GTA Online. Let's not keep it a buck. All y'all were just role playing because you were unemployed back in the pandemic. No offense, but plenty of offense. I got jumped by Brock Lesnar because I divorced my second wife. All right. I'll never forget about you, King. I mean, he only had 5 moves to do. I heard the capacity was around 11,000, so they'll probably block off either a lot of hard cam. Ah, there it is. Suplex City, bitch. Yeah. It's called Peacemaker Season 2. I sadly saw SummerSlam Cena. Come get some. Mmm. It's an open challenge, guys. It's an open challenge, chat. It's an open challenge. Come get and suck mud. No, no, no. You can't say that anymore. Wait, is that? Oh, it's Logan Paul. Oh man, get your get your AI music musicless theme away from here. Go, John. Hear me out. Raquel Gonzalez without the shoulder pads. I would. So Logan Paul's interrupting John Cena now, bruh. You know what, John? At least I streamed my own death. I'm joking. I'm joking. That didn't happen. What's yo? What are the fans slurring? How much cussing have they blocked out? Up, Logan Paul walking up to the challenge. Don't know who you are. Whoop. It's shocking how much of a piece of shit Logan Paul is outside of his things. He's actually not a bad wrestler, and I think for certain people out there, John Cena's a liar. Everybody thinks that Logan Paul's promo style is like Donald Trump a bit. Logan Paul's a liar and a lib. John Cena's a liar and a liberal. We know he was in Fast 10. We know he was in Fast 10. He doesn't want to admit that he was in Fast 10, but we all saw. We all saw the tweets. I'd love a good match against you, John. I'll make you famous. John Cena. Oh, I love France. Oh, get it because they're French speaking, but they're not really in France. Colonism, am I right, guys? Col is in Paris. Just say it with me. I don't have the. Oh, Drew McIntyre gets behind, pause, and drops. I can't believe. And here comes Cody Rhodes to help Cena because Drew McIntyre was coming in behind. Sorry, that did sounded weird. That did sounded weird. Oh my god, why did I say that? Cena. Oh, we're gonna have a tag team match right here for these fans because somehow McIntyre still aligns himself with Logan Paul because they're heels. The current WWE champion, Logan Paul, Cody Rhodes comes in. Wow. Is here. Wow, a tag team match involving the babyface helping the other babyface get jumped by the two heels to open the show on a regular episode of Smackdown or Raw? None of you guys saw that coming. Like, I'm just saying. Just saying. There we go. Do 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 do. Ew, that's Cardi B's ninth. It's their ninth time in Montreal since 2023. Back in February, hosted four PLEs, hometown of Canadian, hometown of Montreal Canadiens. They're like the New York Jets. I'm kidding. Then we have Joe Testore and Wade Barrett. Bodies hit. Thank you, Cena, for your passion and dedication. Was that Logan Paul's account? Wait, so they sell injuries in ladder matches, but they don't sell injuries over in the elimination chamber. Hail Saban. Oh, here comes Motor City Machine Guns. Alex Shelley seems to be having still his injuries from the TLC tag match involving all of the tag team division over for the tag titles. And Motor City fell short. And they spit in the block on the ops with the Wigger gun gestures like they're goddamn Bullet Club members. But they're actually good tag team wrestlers. Shelley, Chris Sabin, Motor City Machine Guns versus two Samoans in Paris. Yet JC Mateo versus Tua Tunga Krakatawa. Krakatawa. So if you guys, it was just an update, so it wasn't really my personal opinion on what I felt about the future ESPN deal that infuses with Disney, just to get future streaming rights and properties over to things like NFL Network content, possibly a rights deal for Red Zone, like 10 PLEs. That's going to be worth billions of dollars. So WWE, the upside is they're making bread. And I feel like that's the only positive you can get out of this. For the consumer base, because I know wrestling fans. If wrestling fans can spend a whole two weeks worth of paychecks on a PLE that barely has as many matches as advertised, that's going to be 3 hours while you're still paying for concession. These niggas are going to pay for $30 more than what they were paying over on WWE Network 10 years ago. And that's just not an insult. That's just a fact of life. And I wish I was being more optimistic. But $30 a month for the bare minimum of what the network was giving you archiving wise, with a lack of rights deals involving old episodes of SmackDown and Raw that you were getting, including no NXT exclusive content, you guys are bugging. But knowing how this is going to benefit the casual consumer is a bit more of a question. Cool. So I'm playing FIFA. We're still under commercial break. They didn't go picture in picture, but I know the JC Mateo and Talatunga are so irrelevant. They'll just cut off their entrance as soon as they cut off this Olive Garden commercial. By the way, if you guys eat Domino's pizza, just know you guys need to talk to your parents more often, man. Disconnection from family is just so bad for your mental health. I have never, and I understand this could be an unpopular opinion because everybody has their own preference of how they like their pizza. That doesn't mean you're wrong. That just means you're stupid. Now, does that sound elitist to say? Yes. But am I wrong? Where's the lies? Because all I'm seeing are you people poisoning yourselves with overly sodiumed fucking crust. The most gingerfied marinara sauce you ever seen on a pizza and some BS cheese, and y'all call that a pizza. I can understand why Italians dislike our culture. Just for how we bastardized pizza with Domino's. And Domino's at least was self-aware enough to know that we know you guys are just here for the sides. I understand that notion. Y'all still ain't shit when it comes to pizza. The only people that are going to eat your pizza are people that have some munchies. Or people that hate their kids. Or people raising second families. Or people working late hour shifts that know there's no pizza places open past 10 p.m. That's just a fact. Y'all by force go into Domino's instead of a local pizza joint. Hell, even a Papa John's. Even though Papa John's isn't as good as it was 10 years ago, I'll still pick it for the most affordable option when it comes to pizza. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to keep it a stack. Just saying. We're replaying the time. Oh, and McIntyre just rear ends. Apologies. Attacks John Cena from the back, taking him by surprise. Apologies. While Cody Rhodes comes with the saves, the new WWE champion. While Motor City Machine Guns are still in the ring, with possibly two-fourths of the bloodline. You know how disrespectful that is? It's like, oh, we're not going to begin with the action. We're just going to recap you on the most important part. And we're going to preview the match. I bet people forgot there was a tag match when they closed back in. Are Motor City still waiting? Yes, they are. And here comes the bloodline. Oh, so they do respect them enough to get an entrance. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And here comes the Samoan B squad with the current United States champion, Solo Sikoa, from silent but deadly, the strong silent type powerhouse of the bloodline, turned in just fat chicken shit heel that has a Samoan spike. Yes, we came from Samoa Joe to this, folks. You tell me. You tell me I'm not a booker. I'm not. I'm not a rapper either. I'm not a rapper. So Bloodline are in. Jacob Fatu falls short in a steel cage match at SummerSlam to lose the United States Championship again by Solo Sikoa by the hands of the Bloodline. I still believe the worst booked idea, they're recapping what happened in the cage match where the Bloodline were just getting assaulted by Fatu after the fact, especially conflicted dreadlocks around. I still feel like the worst booking decision was probably Jade Cargill losing the women's world title, the women's title to Tiffany Stratton. I guess there's more of a stock to Tiffany than a powerhouse, beautiful black woman holding on to the women's title for no reason. Even though she's obviously gonna be booked as like a strong opponent, like a very prolific opponent, and she seems to be put more commercially than Tiffany. Hell, I bet they're gonna do the same thing for Mariah May over Jade Cargill. I'll make it racial. Well, just remember the big priority when we're starting tag team action. Krakatawa STO into drop kick from the back of the head. If you want like tag team wrestling done right for a light heavyweight, you look at the Motor City Machine Guns work. Baseball slide, drop kick, going high risk. Tope Suicida with a bit of help by Shelley to Chris Sabin. And Sabin's pushing back JC Mateo back inside the ring. But oh, Talo Tunga tries to help out over the ring apron, but two kicks to the face. Cuts off Tunga trying to help out. Oh, back elbow into a midsection spear from the turnbuckle. This would make them tag team champions before. Trying to go for their finishing maneuver. But Tongaloa disrupts him for Talatonga to hit Alex Shelley right over to the barricade. And we're in picture right now. I'm going to try to look up some other interests as well. We understand preseason has just started. Eagles backup played against the Eagles backup just played against the Bengals. I don't know if Gilbert Arenas got freed yet. Eve Torres will forever be famous. Oh, I remember her little twerk DDT she used to do. She just do a weird twerk, then go for her moonsault. My fault. So there was about the O2 London show. Oh no, it's called the O2. August 24th. 16,000 set up. There's only 2,000 available, and there was only 14,000. So they're somewhat around capacity for their standards. Even though the total seat is supposed to be around 17,000. So hopefully we don't get enough tarps because, of course, going to foreign live events for WWE is a big milestone over for like other countries that really get it. But the massive glaze of British wrestling fans gotta stop. It gotta stop, folks. It got to. Because you guys can barely name me. Like, we glaze British wrestling, but none of you niggas can talk about a noticeable federation that has somewhat of a continuous following that's going to be publicly televised. That's just my opinion. What, like 6 goals against these guys, bro? Jesus. We're still in picture. Sidewalk slam. Oh, sidewalk backbreaker by Tangaloa. Also, I think people knew about Austin Theory being he was silently removed from the current roster page as an alumni. So people were knowing this before that a lot of Vince McMahon's favorites that he was booking is possibly not going to be favored on the roster or planned over for Triple H's standards for youth talent that is going to be booked. So guys like Austin Theory that was heavily staked on, but because of his poor not locker room presence, but his promo presence and his wrestling style, and he wasn't getting over after beating John Cena, it's already a burial enough that you're on the official roster. You're on the main roster page, and you're on NXT with Grayson Waller. All right, we're back. Talo Tunga is working on the ribs of Alex Shelley, and I know this match is going to be plus 15 for a 3-hour show. Bro, come on. Pushing him off the turnbuckle, but immediate tag in was JC Mateo. Alex Shelley struggling to carry himself to get Chris Sabin to be a hot tag. Mateo, and it's a drop kick to cut off his momentum. He immediately goes for the tag for Sabin. What a crossbody. Obviously, patched up over a hectic tag team TLC match that we haven't had at SummerSlam in quite a long time. Going for a lariat that was overly sluggish. Leverage is over for a DDT. Mamma mia. And what a tornado DDT. Somehow that wasn't enough. I hope this match is around like 7 minutes long. You can start off with what else is like a following momentum into the show because the tag division is pretty irrelevant. But it wouldn't surprise me if they made the Bloodline, the tag champions, just try to push uh the the Bloodline is still being like a relevant figure on television, even without Roman Reigns. Yo, what's popping? Oh, hello, Corey. 20,001. Well, sadly, I don't consider you a legitimate person. One, two, no. Immediately breaking up the tag. Alex Shelley helping up. And there is JC Mateo. It's Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb is working on the double lariat, double super kick by Motor City Machine Guns, but Talatonga goes to cut off their signature maneuver to finish matches, going straight for the choke slam as the legal man too, and it's over. Thankfully, this was a short match because, of course, these guys were working over their injuries that they had from the tag TLC. So thankfully, this wasn't long, just for the sake of at least like logic. I'm sure that's the same shit that they terminize in wrestling. Like, is that the terminology for wrestling over when it comes to like psychology? Like a certain amount of logic in the match? Even though, in my opinion, I would have liked the Motor City Machine Guns to win, but it makes sense. And of course, the size advantage, even though like Jeff Cobb is the same size as Chris Sabin. Oh God, Solo, Jesus. Oh, nigga, you stink. Oh, whoa, 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 Jim. F. Why is Tangaloa trying to look like Mr. Terrific, fam? Y'all see the laser tag vest we got, and we roasted Roman Reigns for that for like a decade. Man, y'all KFC is overpriced over Montreal. I ain't gonna cap, man. Toronto got me rethinking. Maybe I'm proud to be an American, so I don't get hit with that double tax. I'm just saying. Whoa. And support a real team like the New York Yankees. Y'all think Solo Sikoa is a legitimate, real heel in the roster? Oh, general manager of SmackDown's here. Nick Aldis. Bars. Bars, by the way. Bars. Uh, it's Kevin Owens, isn't it? Quebec. I love Quebec. Oh, it's Sami Zayn. All right, he is Quebecian. Isn't Kevin Owens from Toronto? Let's go. Dun, dun. So Sami Zayn, after squashing, burying Karrion Cross, facing off against the United States champion. Mm-hmm. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh yeah, so George Niang goes to Utah. He's not even good enough to stay in goddamn Boston with their situation at the five position. So, oh God, we got a commercial going on right now. Don't cinch, dude. Oh, we got some breaking news. One-time NBA champion, former substitute coach Joe Mazzulla has just signed a new deal as head coach of the Boston Celtics at 37 years old. He's probably one of the youngest coaches there right now. We possibly still have information about Jonathan Kuminga's whereabouts of where he's going to go, knowing his placement on the team is pretty questioned. Knowing he's not bad enough to bench or get rid of, but you can still get value. But he's not good enough to start. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to hate Jonathan Kaminga. I got some Niners fans, some Warriors fans that possibly has their own opinions on him, but I'm sure he'd be better off in just a franchise that wants to value his impact, and I'm sure that's what he'd want to do. So he'll possibly want to go to a smaller market. Where the fuck is Jay Uso promoting pens? Oh, it's cricket. It's cricket. Brother, does it look like 50 million? Brother, brother, you better be worth 100 million, you bro. Honey, I said I wanted you to be with a man that's like a brother, not like a brother. Dad, get him out my house. 40 million is insane. Ooh, I'm looking for like 67 million over. I'm playing career mode, by the way, folks. So I'm sorry. I'm trying to squat. I'm trying to get kill two birds with one stone when it comes to contractual obligations. You know, it's a French league, so I gotta like profit a lot of money. So I'm looking for like a bigger name team to take some of my talent. Ooh, Crystal Palace wants one of my talent only for like a year. What's your thoughts on you think WWE's turning more to AW with their monetization? Like, are you sure we really need to watch them defend the AAA tag titles on the Smackdown to try to promote the product? By the way, does that ever worked? Has that ever worked, bro? Like these cross promotional tactics of defending another Fed's belt is never going to get the other Fed over. They're just going to be asking why isn't the other so and so from the roster getting booked? Then a cross promotional tool. The only compliment I have to WWE about this, at least I know most of these guys are under contract. Unlike AEW, that you won't know they'll be under contract until the next 3 months, and there'll be no hype behind them because they were wrestling over in GCW as a regular. So that's even sadder. 39 knockouts. Undisputed super middleweight champion. Crawford is 41 0. Saturday, September 13th. Canelo Alvarez versus Crawford. He looking scrawny as hell, by the way, folks. I don't know how Crawford's gonna do for a guy like Canelo. Because Canelo got like a silky style, fam. Trying to face a guy like Canelo Alvarez and trying to muscle it out. There's certain boxers that feel like you don't have enough cardio, or certain boxers that will just out footwork you. Well, Sami Zayn faced Solo Sikoa after the bloodline already secured possibly an opportunity for a tag title opportunity in the near future. Isn't that the Yeet thing that you guys keep glazing is over? Ole, 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 ole. Oh, we actually do white pen. Ole, ole, ole. 50 million's insane. Ole. 50 million is insanity. That's a lot of money. We can wait until later. Solo Sokoa obviously in the not in home field advantage here tonight. Call elbow tie up. And of course Solo's gonna outmuscle him knowing his mass. I'm not fat shaming even though I wish I was. Oh, and of course mocking Sami Zayn saying that he's the one. And Sami Zayn are gonna take that line down with some forearms right to the face and an elbow to boot, but Solo grabbing the ears and pushing him back over to the turnbuckle. Exploder suplex into an elbow to cut it off. Seems to be the only way to cut it off. Unless your ex-wife still trying to pry money from your life. Sorry. Right hands over to the turnbuckle with the Montreal fans on their feet, knowing they're with this cuck ginger Israelite piece of shit incel. I'm sorry. I am not a fan of Sami Zayn, if you guys can tell. Some right hands. Oh, and trips him on his face. Sami Zayn cuts off his momentum, tripping him from the lower parts, pummeling his face. Like how my wife says, what? I'm joking. I'm joking, folks. That's insane. That's insane. I apologize. I love my family. Goes for a signature Tope Suicida. No Tope con hello. It's just a plancha, folks. It's just a plancha. Not everybody feels smarter in the wrestling business when you try to use a different translation. I fucking hate Excalibur when he does that. Oh, y'all also heard about that new film that was supposed to come out? What was that called? War of Worlds with Ice Cube in it? Ice Cube coming around looking like Lawrence Fishburne in the face. That pissed me off. Lawrence Fishburne, when he was in the John Wick movies, distracted referee doesn't notice Tangatala giving Sami Zayn a clothesline. And we're under commercial break again. Yeah, that War of the World movie from Amazon is so cheap. They try to blacklist that from the most popular page, and then later on, it's just Ice Cube screaming while being a family dad. Bro, hey, look, I understand this is my age. I know there's some OGs that be like, you used to kill it over in NWA, and then when your solo career popped off, and of course, Friday was a family film. That was a family comedy in the 90s. You know what was my first Ice Cube film I felt like? My first Ice Cube film? You know what that was? Are We Homie? Are We There Yet? Was my when we kept doing those black family field trip movies back around the early to mid 2000s. Now almost everything's a hood classic apparently. And I'm not saying that like it's a bad thing. I'm solely aware that Ice Cube has done a lot for hip hop, a lot for now the gangster rap culture. But Jesus Christ, this film sucked. That film sucked, bro. I tried to watch it. Let me tell you, I tried to watch it. It was buns. Y'all gotta pay me to watch that stuff. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh my god, folks. Look at this. This was like a year ago from today. This is gonna be under a year ago. This is probably like 12 years ago. This is possibly 12 years ago. Cartoon Network is killing this all. And this already with the streaming rights. They're cutting off retro streaming for old school Cartoon Network shows, bro. That gotta piss off a lot of old fans. That's upsetting, man. Do I have anything for this? Let's throw one out for all the OG Cartoon Network fans. That was me, man. That was me. That pisses me off that this is how it is now. We should be almost done over with commercial break. Let me look up what because I heard that film got like a 0% of Rotten Tomato. That has to be impossible. War of the World. Yeah, War of the Worlds with Ice Cube in it. Make 0 cents. Comment, report, repost, bruh. The entire War of the World movie is edited like this. Yeah. Chat GBT. Make not and not don't make it make any sense. Oh, Blue Thunder into a kick out. Yeah, that's just depressing, folks. That's just depressing. Near fall with Sami Zayn. This would be a big win for him to get him back on the title scene. He's one big ass chill. Two, near fall. Near fall. Solo Sokoa this close. Signaling for the Samoan Spike to pick up the victory. Has him right in an executional position. Going for the Samoan Spike. Taking too much time. He's going to counter with a boot. Yeah, he's going to counter with a boot. Another boot. Solo. Going for a lariat. Cuts off to an exploder suplex, and that only means one thing. That only means one thing. A kick to his ticket to be U.S. champion, but Tangaloa, with the distraction, the rest of the bloodline being the only enemies to Sami Zayn to this packed Montreal crowd. All right. Getting a 0% of Rotten Tomato for a movie is crazy. And a right hand, JC Mateo gets hit right inside of the ring. Latala Tunga, Krakatawa with the distraction. But Solo immediately with the Samoan spike into a schoolboy. And the U.S. champion gets caught off guard with an upset victory. Sami Zayn gets the surprise roll of victory on the United States champion. Oh yeah, Pat Patterson is a fine piece of work as a guy. Pat Patterson, we love Pat Patterson, right, folks? Not really. Okay. I don't know, Biggie, but I'm glad you're supporting the stream. Appreciate it. Yes, we get it. The tag match between John Cena and Cody Rhodes against Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre is live. What else is on the card? Here comes Alexa and Charlotte Flair. They won the women's tag titles against the Judgment Day on Saturday because they're not friends. When was the last time Charlotte Flair was babyface? Because even as a heel, she doesn't really expand herself. Damn. This is calculated, organized, scripted, fake for all you smart marks that think you know how this works. You do. And guess what? I'm still going to charge you $50 a month to watch your shitty product. 100, you can't say that out loud. I know, but it's funny. And I can understand for like some of us that has what knows the business. The last thing you want to see is being like, this is organized, completely predetermined, and we accept that as a televised product or like a form of art. It's kind of slapped to the face to the younger audience that you guys still struggle to get, trying to feel like you guys are still commercially relevant. So it's tough to always call. But know the money you guys are getting off this ESPN deal. Why not at this point, folks? Why not? Oh my god. Bro, if you guys can somehow watch fuck the two girls one cup challenge if you guys are like unk status. If you guys were raised around the 2000s. Y'all ever see that War of Worlds film with Ice Cube in it? I know that you're unemployed, struggling in life, or y'all just bored because there's no way y'all watch something that literally is like. So this whole his whole acting performance, just sitting on his ass, grifting his children and his family that helps to help with world domination, to help save the planet. Somebody actually wrote this and thought this would be a good idea. It's you. Oh my dad, you didn't want me to be a Twitch streamer. I want to be just like Kai Cenat, Dad. I don't want to gamble showing clips due to copyright. But by God, Ice Cube, why not? I know you need the money, nigga, because there's no shot you do that for free. There's no shot. There's no way you force yourself to do that for free. I know Ice Cube from he's had reputable acting moments. I'm sure everybody remembers him as the chief for 21 and 22 Jump Street. He can do a great job in films, and he can play serious roles. But come on, bro, this is just cheeks. There's plenty of great movies to watch. I even heard The Weapon was actually a pretty good horror film recently. There's good films to watch. Fantastic Four was just out on theaters. There's other good films to watch, please, please. Okay, we got further information on the ESPN deal. The mega deal, 5 years. Oh God! And I already saw the Stephen A. Smith memes, bro. You know how? If anybody has seen me or spoken to me before live on my content, they know my stance on Stephen A. Smith. He ruins red zone for me, folks. I'm a support Trump. Uh, discovered as Tony. What the fuck you say? The Epstein Island of pro wrestling is ESPN. Okay, Tony, I kind of do agree with you in that case. 39 29.99, folks. Were you guys gonna make that jump? Well, I guess it's a white six vignette. Okay. Mhm. We have shown them all. Wasn't Joe Gacy doing the same thing as Bray Wyatt? What the hell was that sound? Was that a? I understand that. I understand in different cultures, your accent's gonna resonate with you anyway. I get it, Nikki. Nikki, you can't just hack up a different accent to go with your gimmick. No, I'm Scottish. You gotta live with it. Legend of Korra type shit. You guys still sold on the White Six? You feel like give them more time, and how much is too much time? I don't know if this is a badass the Dork Order, or this is at least better because at least they're taken more legitimately than the Comedy Act and the Street Profits. This is what I don't get. So, I mean, this is great that they're selling that they're still banged up after their TLC match. Blaming each other for the failure for the tag titles after the TLC match. It's a ladder match, man. How dare you domestically abuse your wife by accident? I would do that on purpose because at least I'm on. I'm joking, folks. I'm joking. I'm joking. Please. What a silly goose. Hey yo, Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis got to stop feeling like he a homeroom teacher instead of GM. Some of these general managers got to have their own like distinct motives. I'm not saying that they have to be all of them have to be like Vicky Guerrero or Eric Bischoff, but damn, feel like they have a little something, their own narrative, their own way they want Raw or SmackDown to be run. Have them try to at least suck up to Triple H, something to make them feel like their job is on the line. Proud to the Queen. Charlotte Flair's here. Instead of a little homage to Ric Flair's theme, bro, the Queen. Oh, ChatGPT, what sounds like Charlotte Flair would divorce his husband? Her husband? This one. Oh, thank you. You know how good it is. Fanatics would probably mess up a lot of the shirts that we grew up with. Even the Sin Cara one, they'll probably make it black. And I don't mean Sin Cara Negro. I mean that Sin Cara cock shirt that people keep making fun of. Fanatics bring back that a retro ruthless aggression shirt. It's not my fault. I don't think that needs to come back for obvious reasons. Tay. Oh my god, the tap in is crazy. They already have a celebratory moment. They need a moderator for this gimmick because do they really have a historic rivalry to be like we're not friends gimmick when they haven't shown that much animosity amongst one another? Because I remember they were feuding like 2023. I think around 2023, 2024 when Alexa came back from her injury. Bruh. Uh, this is what at least this is gonna be better than this is your moment when they had Bailey. Sorry, Bailey Sims. That segment was cheeks. Well, I think that involved also Alexa Bliss. We're just tag team partners. It's not like we're fucking or anything, unless you're Paige. Oh, the doll. What the hell, FIFA? What the hell? Oh, she has her own doll. Charlie. I bet as soon as they lose the tag titles, they're just gonna feud again. A Stanley Cup? Sorry. Oh, they're gonna hug. Yeah, this is just Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens with extra steps. Oh no. Bring it in. Cena, Cena, Cena. Oh, Chelsea Green's here. I did not know she was Canadian. All these Yanks. What? What? A local sports team promo. That are successful short-term tag team until I turn heel again. Chelsea Green trying to walk away. Oh my god. But we need our format to continue, so that means there's a referee here tonight in Canada. Yay. Yay, it's right now for these fans in Toronto in Ontario, Canada. And Montreal. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Folks, I'm not gonna lie, I wanna sleep. I'm gonna burn off all this pizza. Be Chicago, Dallas, Cincinnati, Milwaukee, Norfolk. Eat my meat. Alistair Black, Bo Dallas, Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton. Who should challenge for the Undisputed World Championship? I'm just going to put McIntyre, Orton. Somehow somebody got Alistair Black for some apparent reason. You know that nigga ain't going to get booked. He ain't going to get booked, folks. I apologize. He ain't getting booked. We have tried 3 times. Wait, is this Dwayne Wade? Da, 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 da. Carmelo picked Hall of Famer Allen Iverson and Dwayne Wade as his presenters for his induction ceremony September 6th. Let's go! Former teammates, former draft class, and former mentor D Wade is going to celebrate a great moment. Melo with his well-deserved Hall of Fame. He'll also be on the 2K Legends cover. I don't think it's called Legends cover, by the way. Nah, if I'm Dwayne Wade, I'm looking at the Tom Brady statue, and I'm asking the Heat for a redo. Yeah, what the hell? That's disrespectful. 11 million. I get 25 million. I kind of need a starting keeper, and I can't afford a new one with 25 million. Vezzo. What the hell is this? What the hell is this, bro? How Ice Cube react to every single tragedy in the war of the worlds, man. It's like, man, that really did hit the second tower. What type of shit is this? Who paid for this? What's the budget on the film, bro? Legitimately, what's the budget? Because this is just sad. Should be almost done over with commercial break. Give me around 2 seconds. Ah. Oh, that. I am. You guys feel like Carmelo Hayes has had the talent, but is always going to be an afterthought because of his frame? All right, Charlotte Flair versus Chelsea Green is next. And if you guys put your parlay in a wrestling match, y'all are worse than marks. I don't promote gambling on this. The only F word I use is French fries. Oh, and Pat Patterson's a fucking okay, Jim. We're gonna cut you off there. We're gonna cut you off. Hey, yo, what the fuck? What is Wade Barrett on? Boot to the midsection. Charlotte Flair, I think the first women's United States champion, picking up a major win against a multi-time women's world champion is going to be a big accomplishment. Rolls over the top, boot to the face, and a boot over to Dewdrop. I'm kidding. I know that's Piper Nevin. Avoiding all of the obstacles, no Alexa Bliss in sight for the cover. Hook the leg, near fall. Right now, for these fans, Mamma Mia! And look at this. Chelsea Green with the upper hand now. Yeah, hold on. Let me look at the Rotten Tomato score. Because there's no shot you guys flopped this hard. Oh, yeah, Wednesday. The new Wednesday show out? I didn't even know there was a new season Wednesday. 4%. It is now a 4% on Rotten Tomato, folks. It's a 4%. God damn. God damn. A sequel of Jurassic World was only 52. In my Oxford year was somehow just better than that. Only by 32% from Rotten. That was the worst rating of the month so far. While like Sinners, this is just the year. Life of Chuck, Thunderbolts, K-pop Demon Hunters that I've heard is something I've slept on for a while. But this is just sad. Oh, I think we're picture in picture. No, we are not. Yeah, Portugal is just not cooking right now. Let's check England. Yeah, 3%. Even though I think the first time it aired, so is this the original 1906 illustration of War of the Worlds? And then comparing it to this stupid film, bro. Is that Mike Bartner is crazy? That shit is hilarious. Oh, uh, Ice Cube on his phone. He doesn't know how to get rid of that vibration. It's fucking hilarious. Oh my god, this film fucking sucks. We should be back up into commercial break. The birthday, yeah, they're gonna use a birthday cake for a gimmick. Not for a gimmick finish. It's probably gonna be at the end. You want a war? We'll give you a war. All chops to the titties for Charlotte Flair. Back and forth. Chelsea Green counters into a handstand lariat. Why? Charlotte, you're like 6 something. Like, she's at least like exceptionally tall in women's standards. And you're trying to do a forward flip of a front flip lariat. And I know she's an exceptionally tall, athletic talent on the roster. Oh, select natural selection, stunning for the upset victory too. Alpha Fire tried to interrupt, but a near fall immediately by. She gets beaten harder than my wife. Oh, okay. We got to cut you off there. What? We got to cut you off there, buddy. I'm sorry. Alexa Bliss still there, but a stun, getting heavily distracted was enough to counter. Pops him over the turnbuckle, over to the corner. Charlotte with her own counter with her shoulder straight to the midsection. And the women's tag team champion, one half. An uppercut by Chelsea Green. Going to go high risk for a superplex. And there it is. Both women are down now. But Charlotte got worse at the receiving end for the kick out. No. Birthday present birthday present referee can't even use bias here. Clear kick out for Charlotte Flair. Alba Fire and Piper Niven getting instructed to get the birthday cake. Yeah, I called it. Well, no, I said post match. Nah, I'm wrong. I'm wrong, folks. I can be wrong. I'm allowed to be wrong. Oh. And Chelsea Green. And off the crossbody, the cake is in the ring. If they count this as a DQ, it's going to be hilarious. Not really. It's going to be pretty stupid. Trying to counter the kill switch, but hits her over to the cake, but it's not a weapon. But for embarrassment, just got surgery on that beautiful nose, and now it's getting ruined with the cake into the figure eight. And the figure eight is stuck, cake in her face. And Charlotte Flair wins using the cake, obviously, as the finish. Bro, fuck FIFA, bro. What the fuck are they doing? And what else do we have here? Nick Aldis is speaking to the Miz privately. When y'all got Cody and Cena's match of the year from SummerSlam. Better than the WrestleMania match, I'll admit. Here comes Tiffy time. Triple H is a racist. It should have been Jade Cargill. She's held it for that long? How many PLE matches she gotten? I know she faced Trish Stratus not that long ago at Evolution.
always be the same. Championship monkey.
Oh, who's the baddie? With Julia. Kiana. Oh my God. Shawn Michaels. Where are you finding these women from? Kiana James is fucking gorgeous. Oh my God. Bianca, and of course, so Bianca and Jade are still cool, even after what Naomi did. Oh, we have the power on some TNA shit. The belts hold all the power. The belts hold the power, folks. Oh no, no, oh, Seth, does Seth think he's a star? Oh, yeah. No, Seth, you're not a star. You're the workhorse world champion. What? You're the world champion until we can find an actual star that can actually carry the company. It's always been like this. What? You take it like we haven't done this before. We did this like twice. We did this in 2019. We did this in 2016. No, but I'm the star. No, you're not, Seth. Who told you? You can't even say his name anymore, can't you? No, I can't. No, you can't. I don't think there will ever be a time like fans can legitimately take Seth Rollins seriously as a legitimate world champion. I know we'll get some good matches with him, but I don't know how well he's going to be booked still in the near future. In my opinion, do I still feel like he's a great wrestler? Yes. With this lenient schedule, we'll still get like high level matches off him. But him doing these Triple H promos and he can't sell a legitimate reaction of him looking threatening. It's just never gonna look. It's just never gonna look good like a guy with like Seth Rollins. And this kind of been a thing that's been going on for years. You can go back to even 2015. Even know how many times Seth Rollins reinvents himself, like Chris Jericho. Like he don't tell me we haven't tried, and now it's Dominic Mysterio's doing a Wingstop commercial. They're finally actually seasoning their fries for once. Like you're allowed to put a percentage of sodium. Taco Bell. We don't know if it's meat either. Dong. No Tiffany Stratton commercials. I don't think we ever see regularly at all. Damn it. FIFA always be pissing me off, bro. I don't want to gamble on the offside, but it's obvious that like we can destroy PSG, but we can't beat Nantes. Here you go, my man. It's over. Go. And John Cena already like, damn, like the transition to him being like, oh, he was just in the wrong path. He was just being a bad guy. He felt disowned because he's grieving out of his end of his career. I bet they're gonna say it like that in a documentary to work as a work documentary. But bro, come on, more than a tough guy. Alistair Black, of course, does he just feel like all I need is a black suit and glasses to get expand my character? What? I exacerbated. I masturbated my revenge against you, Damien, for trying to ruin my career. Oh, don't pull a Jack Perry. Was that like a Sean? I swear, a bunch of wrestlers just thought Sean O'Hare was such an inspiration. I swear, Karrion Kross speaks the same way. Here comes our truth. Oh my god. Yo, what happened to Ron Killings? That shit wasn't getting over. Oh, and Ron's just back. Yo! Oh, Logan Paul's here again? The tag match is already going? So the tag match is. What's the main event today? Interesting. We're going to close off on the DQ, aren't we? It's Jobbers in Paris, Wade. It's Jobbers in Paris. Doo doo. Doo doo. I can't say the other word. What the hell is McIntyre wearing? What type of How to Train Your Dragon shit is this? This is some shit that Hiccup would wear in the second live action film. I heard the How to Train Your Dragon film was actually word for word, bar for bar. Dying. I want free Prime. That shit's gonna taste like cough syrup and piss. Drew, are you sure? No, but I do want internet clout. Everybody wants to talk about clout. Oh, Carrion is gonna complain again. Why don't the Triple H support the young talent? You're young, Carrion. You're 40 years old. What? You're 40. You're a married man. You're beyond the young talent. Everybody wants to be DDP now. Like everybody's forgetting, like Karrion Kross is not a young talent. He's a newer roster employee, but his tenure to be a long-term investment. Bro, I'd capitalize on a managerial career knowing how much you like segments to yourself. And that's not a jab. I hate whenever wrestlers take that like you're still not involved over in the business. I'm sure you'll still get decent money deals and money bookings, knowing you'll be getting over a bunch of wrestlers that are not that choice in talking, especially if you're not a headliner. And look at Adam Cole now. NXT Hall of Famer. He's on AEW. He wins one title. The nigga already has his career on the line because of stupid high risk spot involving, I think it wasn't Daniel Garcia. I think it involved the like friend of Will Ospreay. He's like, never gonna draw a dime. I wish I was joking. Never gonna draw a dime. Never give up. No, no, no. Never give up. No, no, no. Love you. Oh, we've. Oh, how the hell? I did see a pair of Kobe's on Dick's Sporting Goods. If you guys are a fan of basketball for like a big price online. Even though I feel like the pro shows that they have now on Kobe Bryant sneakers are low quality, unless like they're the Nike sneakers.com app exclusive. Because they're not like the Kobe, the Kobe, like the Kobe 4s are like the Kobe 6ers are the most they'll ever put high quality into, I think. In my opinion, I don't feel like they value like the Kobe 7s, 8s, 9s, hell, even the 11s. Kobe's last sneaker he wore in his career, that's like the most modern design out of like the rest of the Kobe Bryant sneakers they'll be coming up with. At all. So next up, I guess they're starting off with the tag match. We're closing over the main event already? Because they just had a segment involving Carmelo Hayes and The Miz. When it comes crashing down, I'm going to say the N-word. It deserves to stand outside the entrance of Madison Square Garden is crazy. I remember saw something interesting. I think it was off Eric Bischoff's podcast he has, saying that Hulk Hogan deserves to have at least a percentile of ownership in the WWE, knowing his influence and impact. I agree he deserves to be a shareholder, a minor shareholder that has a minimal amount of feedback, but he can be a representative around the brand. Like how Stan Lee was over for Disney, I feel like that's what they should have done for Hulk Hogan. You could have used around his branding. And now I bet they're going to utilize Hulk Hogan like how the music industry utilizes Juice WRLD due to his passing. I don't think it's main event time yet, but just in case, John Cena has his little anniversary. The chant, "My time is now." Little special nameplate. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. It's John Cena. Blockbuster Logan Paul versus John Cena. This is actually a decent match that I can't wait for. Logan Paul is shown to be an underrated worker. You mean niggas in Paris? And here comes the champion. Adrenaline in the phone. Oh, he didn't even wear his waist belt because he's holding the world title. Oh my god. About to blow. And we start to show. The world. My father says, "I'll be running. Yeah, let's go. All the way, living all the way." Yeah, they are just roasting the hell out of this War of the Worlds. I guess it's supposed to be an alien. Oh, the Kojima memes. Oh, yikes. The whole film was just Ice Cube being Kai Cenat for a governmental propaganda made in a college dorm room. Like, looking like Lawrence Fishburne. It's sad. It sucks because I respect Ice Cube. That's depressing. How proud is he? Whoa, bomb. My father says when I was younger. I used to say the N word every time. Whoa. Thank you guys for the love for the last stream we did over for Friday Night Smackdown. And here we are, tag match between Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre versus John Cena and Cody Rhodes. How many? How many times? Not my favorite. Not my favorite. Not my favorite, folks. Not my favorite. This is a PLE main event that we put in Bumblefuck, Australia, over in Sydney, so you guys can spend 200 quid for nosebleeds from dynamic ticket pricing, right, Michael? I'm not Michael Cole. Oh, are we getting cussing all over the place here in Canada? What the hell are they cussing out? I can understand if they're getting heat, but Cody Rhodes is with the upside. Oh, roll up, quick roll up over the midsection. Logan Paul with the instant tag. Damn. So I want to get more sounds. So excuse me if you hear any extra sounds that you don't need to. That's fine. Oh, it's a fucking headbutt, Wade. Why everything gotta sound like a sex position in the Euros that they canceled around the 90s? Lloyd Fast kiss. Sheep fingering. Oh, I'm joking. That's Welsh. That's a Welsh tradition. My fault. Fuck Liverpool. I'm kidding. I hope Liverpool does well this season. I like Florian Wirtz. Most of their signings went well, except Alexander Isak because of, I guess, timing of contractual timing. Oh, we on cricket. I just hope for WWE merch wise, they stop with the fucking fanatics. Fanatics suck at making merchandise for WWE. I think that's been obvious. I'd rather have that cringy ass spider sweater than wear a Jey Uso shirt. Down since day one ish. I could say it, oos. Ow. Day one it. Yeah, they were just roasting the hell out of this film. Go. Thanks for making me feel old, Twitter. Yes, I used to use CartoonNetwork.com. What of it? Brother, I'm going to say it. We're back after commercial break. We are still having these boring ass commercials. Our Fortnite's also on for Power Rangers. Ooh. But it's always Mighty Morphin. But if we're going to the Gen Z crowd, not a lot of kids actually grew up with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Like kids around my age were watching like fucking Dino Thunder or something. All right, we're back after commercial break. I don't know if Taylor still does content. Check her out for wrestling content, and she also does a bit of wrestling. I think she's the only people I ever met on the internet personally that watches Impact and supports it. I don't think I've spoken to her in like 3 years. Cool. I want Cena. I want Cena. No, you ain't. We might have to cut off the stream a bit early, folks, because I'm about to collapse in just a moment. But let's just see over the main event, because I'm going to have 3 hours left before 10. Going straight for a signature 5 moves at Doom. Cena going band for band with a 5-knuckle shuffle. There it is. Going straight for the attitude adjustment. Up balling. Okay. McIntyre with the frustration, but Cody's there for the help. Momentum's nearly closing into Cody and Cena's side. Oh, and a low blow. Yeah, I called it. It's going to end in a fucking DQ finish. I called it. Most random way to finish. To start over a tag, and they just cut over out of the entranceway. Now Cody and Drew McIntyre going into a brawl, bro. Why even waste time? We forget it, Granny. Dun, 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 dun. Balling. And then McIntyre hits Cody with the title. At least he's not feuding with Damian Priest anymore. So at least he's getting a world title up. McIntyre wants to get back to that world title picture as well. Bro, it's only been since 2020. To be fair, most people, I can understand why that feels like 10 years. Knowing the pandemic really sucked the life out of a lot of people. McIntyre, obviously, with something malicious. Oh, nah. He claymored his ass for the commentary table. Whoa, that's allowed. It's crazy. Damn. Kicked his ass through the table. Literally. Mamma mia. I couldn't find the clip. They don't have that audio. They don't have that as a sound bite, sadly. Here in Montreal, we're going to cut over to end credits here, folks. And that's it. We're going to end it there. Thanks for watching the stream. I'm going to close off and take my Tylenol. Thanks. And we're going to give a good round of applause to everyone here